Welcome to the podcast. It's Mr. Ish. We're here at KIPS Bay Boys and Girls Club for their clubhouse. A nice spring day. Getting a little warm. Too warm for me. I'm here with, I guess we used to call them Money Matters, but they switched up. They talk about other things. They're dealing now with they're learning about the seven wonders of the world. And today we're just going to introduce them, and then we'll go over one of the things that they're learning about. So introduce yourself, please, from my left to my right. Name and your age.
My name is Sarah Sanchez, and I'm 9 years old.
Welcome, Sarah.
Hi, my name is Raina Dinklar, and I am 9 years old.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Diamond Hammond, and I'm 8 years old.
And Diamond is 8 years old. Okay, welcome. Welcome to the podcast. So today's podcast is going to be about the Great Wall of China. I thought I knew something, but you guys corrected me real quick. So I thought that this is what people used to say to me, at least, that you could see it from space. And that was like I read, whatever little comments you had on your sheet there, your little cheat sheet, and I looked it up on the internet, and they said no, you can't see it from space. I mean, you can see it with a telescope maybe, but you need something to help you. You can't just see it for the naked eye. So give us some fun facts. We're gonna go around the table. Don't try to suck up all the facts. You say a fact, you say a fact, you say a fact. Give me a fact about the Great Wall of China. Go ahead.
One fact is that, I don't think it's a fact, but the Great Wall of China is meant for the China people can go there and protect themselves from their enemies.
Okay. I don't know who the enemies were, when it was built. That probably has changed throughout the years, but we'll get into that. Next, give me another fun fact about the Great Wall of China.
The wall is over 2,300 years old.
Okay, so it's old. It's old. Well, what year are we in right now?
2022.
So we're in 2022, and the wall is 2,300 years old. So that means it had to be built probably 2020 BC, before Christ, or something like that.
Oh my God.
So it's old. So Diamond? Give me a fun fact about the Great Wall.
Many battles have been.
Many battles
had happened at the Great Wall of China.
Okay. Many battles have been fought at the Great Wall of China. And I think the most recent one from your cheat sheet says here, 1938, there was a war. I don't know what it was, but all right. So what else? What is a fun fact about the Great Wall of China? What else could we? Do you want to talk? What else did you learn about the Great Wall of China? Yes, sir. Introduce yourself.
Okay, I am Grayson, and I am 8.
All right, Grayson, you're 8. Give me a fun fact about the Great Wall. Come on, man.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you. I'm saying your name. Everybody else had a chance to say something.
Okay.
You have a sheet written right in front of you.
So
just pick something and say, okay, that's another fun fact.
So the height of the Great Wall of China is 6 to 7 feet, and my grandpa's actually 6 feet.
No. You have to understand, feet and meters is two different things. That's like you saying 6 inches and 6 feet. It's two different things. Oh. So it says the height is 6 to 7 meters at some selections. The highest section is 14 meters. So most of it is about 6 to 7 meters, but the highest is 14 meters. Another fun fact. Don't be changing meters to feet and inches. There's a big deal.
the total length of the wall is 13,171 meters.
I like that you corrected that. Bree was off by 1 mile, and that makes a big difference if you were doing a marathon. But at 13,171 miles, it doesn't really matter. It's very, very big. So that's another fun fact. How many people visit the Great Wall? Because it's a big monument, and people are always going there. You know how many people visit it a year? Somewhere there, I see it. Go ahead, Diamond. You closest.
10 million people
visit the Great Wall of China.
A year. You know, it's 10 million people. It's a lot of people. What else? Oh, you want to double up? Go ahead.
Much of the mountain, much of the Great Wall is up in the mountain.
Yeah, you kind of see that they have these beautiful pictures, and they always show like the Great Wall, and then you see like going up to the mountain. That's a big walk. If you thought going to the train station over here, 177, or that's the train station, 177, 176, walking down those steps when we go to Roberto Clemente was a lot, and then you don't want to walk the Great Wall of China because I don't think I could do it. I don't even think I could walk a mile uphill like that steep. Yeah, Grayson.
Okay, so there was 300,000 soldiers and 500,000 people who helped build the Wall of China.
Did we find out how long it took to get built? No one knows that about how long, because it's a big structure. I guess it's one of those things that it just must have took so many years. What about you, Diamond?
I would say to build like the Great Wall of China, I would probably say it took like about 7.5 years.
Why? That's a real number there. 7.5 years. I don't know. I honestly don't know, and I don't see Bree looking it up either. So we're not gonna know this answer. Let me see. It says there were many battles between the Empire of Japan and the Republic of China. I like Japan. Japan never did nothing to me. It has good animation and good food. So I don't know why they were fighting, but at one time I guess they were fighting each other. All right. I'm gonna give you a question that's not there. Could you tell me any other famous war? I threw a loop. Let's see. Diamond's ready. Another no, not a fact. Another famous war besides the Great Wall of China. Could you give me an example of another famous monument that was a war? Pink Floyd, the Wall? You don't know about that.
Maybe the Cairo from Egypt.
Well, the pyramids, but I don't think they have a wall. They have the Weeping Wall. That's in Jerusalem though. That's like a religious wall that people go see a lot. But I wasn't thinking about that one either. There's another famous. Well, it used to be. They actually tore it down. You want? Nobody want to take a guess? It's in Germany. It was in Germany. It took 2,500 years to build. Oh my God! It took 2,000 years to build the Great Wall of China.
So when
I wasn't even close.
You said 7 years.
7.5 years.
You said 7.5 years. Nope. What's up?
so when
I'm sorry. The wall I was thinking about was the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall. That's a place in Germany.
Wait.
And there used to be East Berlin and West Berlin, and they built a wall in between it because they didn't get along. And then I know it was in my lifetime, but it was some years ago. They actually knocked it down. They tore it down.
Isn't it like a leaning tower of Giza, right?
A Pisa. That's a building though. There's some fun. If you look it up on like TikTok and all that stuff, people take nice pictures by the leaning tower. They always like, like it's falling on me. Look it up. Everybody does it. There's no way that you can't do it.
So I was gonna say something.
Go ahead.
Okay, so when God made people in something BC, they just started right away to make the Great Wall of China.
Basically, it says 200 and what was it?
500 years.
200 and something BC. They started, and it took 2,000 years. You know what 2,000 years? That's basically all the time that we taking time, I guess. What happened? I don't know. We only in 2022, and it took 2,000 years to build it. That's a long time. Yeah.
So 2,000 years is basically from 19 and from just 19 to 2000. I think so. No, that's 100.
It would be like I'm trying to tell you right now. The United States is what 2000. Is it? Am I correct with this? 2022, right? That's the year we're in. But
it
if you
up.
take out the 22, it took 2,000 years just to build the wall.
Look it up.
That's a long time.
You should
I
look it
have my
up.
experts over there. My experts, Bree.
Miss
She has a
Bree.
Wikipedia. She
Miss
has
Bree,
the
look it up,
Encyclopedia
please.
Britannica. She has all that stuff. Go ahead.
I learned this in class today.
Stop doing that. You're gonna the mic is gonna pick that
I
up.
forgot what it was called, but it's this sand thing made a bunch of years ago. It's like an ocean, but made out of like sand, and it turns into rock, and it looks like the water is gonna fall on you.
Oh, I don't know where you at. I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. When you got me when you were saying, I was already thinking about Egypt. I was thinking somewhere in Europe.
It is in Egypt.
And then you said the water turns into sand. I gotta watch I gotta go watch one of these Indiana Jones movies and get back to you on that.
Is it in Cairo or Alexandria?
Oh, hold on a second. I'm talking to my expert over here about Egypt. Go ahead, expert.
Is it in Cairo? Alexandria?
No.
Wow.
Is it the Nile? That's a river. It's somewhere over there in Egypt.
It splits into
It's
like.
near a river.
I don't know. Indiana Jones. I'm gonna watch it tonight and let you know what's going on over there.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana
Nile
Jones is
River?
a great movie about like Egyptian stuff.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
You seen it before? It's wonderful stuff. Well, it's nice that you guys are at least interested in some of the stuff that that has to do with our history. Are there any other all right, let's break out of the seven wonders of the world. Are there any famous monuments that you know of in New York?
What are monuments?
Like something that
Like statue.
like statues or something that New York is known for. All right, I'm gonna give you an easy one. Like the Bronx. If you think of the Bronx, everyone thinks of Yankee Stadium because that's what the Yankee Stadium is in the Bronx. So we're gonna go around. You don't have to raise your hand. We'll go around. I'll go with you first.
The Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty. Oh,
And,
Diamond wanted to say that one. Diamond, you gotta think of another one. That's okay. The statue. Don't say two. The Statue of Liberty.
Also, France gave the Statue of Liberty to United States as their 100th anniversary.
That's the anniversary. I heard there was another one. There's a Statue of Liberty in
Didn't
France.
they battle before?
Oh, France don't fight with nobody. France is neutral
they
all the time.
They fought with the
When they were fighting, you know what the French did? They made French fries. That's what they did. They invented French fries. They don't fight. Go ahead. What's your Diamond's a second? They already took hers. What's your monument in New York State? What's a good monument in New York State?
The White House.
It's not in New York State. That's in D.C.
Oh, New York State.
New York State, where we live at. New York State, New York City. I say the state so you can have a little more freedom. Go ahead, Diamond. You got something? It's one that's really tall. Come on.
Really?
It's really tall. They did a movie on it, King Kong.
The Twin Towers.
Well, the Twin Towers they did a movie on. They did a movie too. Unfortunately, they don't exist anymore.
Because planes.
Let's not get into that. It's too sentimental.
Okay.
But yes, we had these buildings called the Twin Towers, which don't exist now. But
I don't understand. Well, it's
King Kong is a building. It's on 34th Street. It's really tall.
there's a building that looks like a spice cake.
It's pointy at the top. You can see it from most places.
You can see it
The
from
Empire State Building.
Oh,
The Empire State Building. There's other monuments like the Brooklyn Bridge. Like that's
Washington Heights.
oh, Washington Heights. If you live over here, it's a big deal. The Heights, baby. What else? What's another 42nd Street? It's like it's like a place where every tourist goes.
Mount Everest.
That's not in New York though.
I actually don't live that far to the Yankees Stadium.
Yankee Stadium?
I just drive like a few blocks.
Oh, you drive now? You got a license?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just checking because I know they dropped the ages, but I didn't know they dropped it to 8 years old. So I was gonna tell my daughter to get a license. She could drive at 8. What's another monument that we could think of in New York? I think Niagara Falls is part of New York, right? It's like one half is New York or something like that. The other half is no. I thought Niagara Falls was part of New York for some reason. See, even I'm wrong. What?
Eh, I don't,
What? She said it's in Europe? No, Niagara Falls is here, but I think it borderlines New York, New York or something, and then the other side is Canada or something like that. All right. She said Europe. She took the Niagara Falls all the way over there. To Canada.
also, I was learning about the Statue of Liberty, and there's this person that made it, and then they had to like build it,
Mhm.
and then put into boxes, 219 I think boxes, and then they gave it to them, and then they had to rebuild it again. I think it took 2 years.
I don't know because when they had to repair it, it took a long time. So if it only
And
took them 2 years to build, it took them like 5 years to repair it.
it was really big because in one box it had a forehead and like a string of a curl of the Statue of Liberty.
You
and
know a
an
lot
eye-
about that.
and
Have you
an
ever been there?
eyebrow. Nope.
You never been there? Stop doing that. I've been to the Statue of Liberty. We had to go up the steps and all that. Could you put the headphones back on, please? Yeah, I've been there before. It's called Ellis Island. You could go there and see the Statue of Liberty. It's very pretty. It's not as big as you see it on television, but it is big. Go ahead, Diamond. You have something to say? Another monument. Come on, you know another place to go to in New York. If you had to take somebody, let's say your auntie came from Virginia, and your mom says, "Oh, we're gonna take you here. We're gonna take you there." Where's the
Eiffel
Christmas
Tower.
tree? No, the Eiffel Tower's not here. Where's the Christmas tree put at? Do you know that place where the Christmas tree is at? The big tree,
Manhattan.
Manhattan. But there's an area. There's a place where they put it at every year. It's a famous place.
Town hall.
No, it's called Rockefeller Center. They have ice skating. Right now they got roller skating, and if you go over there, you can see Usher. He's always roller skating over there. He's there all the time.
I've been there ice skating when I was little,
Oh, you have money then.
but I was crying because I fell down when I was skating.
I've skated there once, but it's very expensive to like half an hour when you could just walk up the block and just go to Woman Ring and skate all day. So it's nice, it's pretty. People look at you, but then they be like, "All right, half an hour, get out of here," and they kick you out. So as a tourist, it's a nice place to go. Nobody has any other place, any other attraction, New York attraction? What about where the horse is at? Yeah, with the horse and carriage. You think in Central Park? You never seen those? Oh, when they got the little horses and people sit on them and they take them on a little trip around the park. That's also expensive.
One time I went horse riding in
In Pelham Bay?
New Jersey.
Oh, I thought you went to Pelham Bay. They have a horseback riding there. I think my friend went there one time and the horse went crazy and she fell off the horse.
Also in Puerto Rico, parrots, you know those birds, birds. They almost got extinct because they were keep on eating them, and they were cutting down trees. And then if a parrot finds a home, then the other parrot doesn't wanna share their like home with them, and then they have nowhere to live.
They're like me. I don't want to share my house with nobody. That's it. I don't like no roommates. You never had a roommate before, right?
Nope.
You got a sister?
Yes.
She stays with you in your room? All right, that's a roommate. And then you know what happens? She don't want to pay half the rent. That's what happens after
She
that.
doesn't let me go in her bed.
You see? And that's exactly what a roommate is. They're going to start don't letting you do stuff. That's why roommates are not it. But you should experience it,
She
though.
also makes a big mess, and I don't like
That's
it.
another thing. That's why roommates are no good.
I mean,
But when you go to college, guess what? You're going to have a roommate. Because it's very hard for you. It's hard unless you stay at home. You know, if you Bree, then your roommate is your grandmother or your mom. And that's different. So, all right, guys. There's a lot of information that we gave today in this podcast. 7 Wonders of the World. I guess next time you learn about something else, we'll see what you learn. Sorry, Chase. I'm sorry, man. You want to say something? Say something you learned? No? I'm out of here. You hesitated too much.
Check.
I had to shut you down.
Check.
All right, we're out of here. What